Welcome back to Ringside Ramble. It's me, Noel, bringing you a reaction to what we've seen from Japan today as Seiya Tsutsumi has defeated Takuma Inoue to become the new WBA Bantamweight champion. Yeah, of course, part one today of a huge double header today and tomorrow. Seven world title fights across 2 days thanks to Taken Promotions. And yeah, got off to a massive start today. In the co-main event, we had Kenshiro Taraji becoming a two-division world champion. You can check out my reaction to that. It's on the channel now. He beat Christopher Rosales. And yeah, the main event, Takuma Inoue, of course, the brother of the great Naoya Inoue, losing his world title to Seiya Tsutsumi. And to be honest, it was a magnificent fight. It really was from start to finish. It's an absolute mixture of a firefight, pressure fighting, the technical kind of prowess and IQ of Inoue, but yeah, firefight for the most parts. And it was Satsumi who got the nod, deservingly so. But yeah, it started off. Takuma Inoue started off the fight very well. Box so composed and took that kind of mid range, had a solid jab, fast hands. Caught an on Russian Satsumi with beautiful, sharp, spiteful counters. Satsumi started like a house on fire. He really did come forward, educated pressure, looking to offset the kind of composure and the rhythm, the long range, mid to long range rhythm of Takuma Inoue. And Inoue had the better of the early exchanges with his hand speed, his counter punching, and he also showed beautiful defensive capabilities as well. He'd kind of get his shots off, get his beautiful counters off, and he'd show great head movement to get out, get in, get out. Didn't get greedy with it. Picked Satsumi off early on, and yeah, showed beautiful boxing skills with his variety of punches, his uppercuts, his check hooks, his counters. Great work in the opening couple of rounds from Takuma Inoue, but he just couldn't. He didn't have the power to keep the pressure of, say, Satsumi off. You know, he never let Inoue settle into a rhythm from that point on. Come forward, fast hands, fast feet to close the distance. Beautiful level changes from head to body, which kind of got him great success. We'd catch Inoue against the ropes, start off downstairs, change brilliantly upstairs, and Inoue just couldn't deal with the relentless pace for the 12 rounds. He really couldn't. He still continued to show, I beg your pardon, he still continued to show great defensive skills even when against the ropes. I mentioned in the center of the ring, he'd slip shots, he'd show great head movement. But when Tsutsumi would let his hands go, when he had Inoue in the ropes, Inoue would ride shots beautifully with his, catching them on gloves, catching them on arms, elbows, all that sort of stuff. But, even if they weren't kind of landing clean, Satsumi was still out working Takuma Inoue. He was out hustling him, out working him, and doing enough to win rounds. Yeah, and he never let Takuma Inoue regain that kind of mid range that he worked best at. We drew him into his kind of fight, the pressure in the pocket, that firefight, and he never let off him for 12 rounds. And there was questions of whether uh, say Satsumi will be able to retain that pace for 12 rounds, never been that distance before, but boy, did he do it. It was just relentless, and to kill me anyway, he couldn't live with it. He really couldn't. He held his own well, even in the pocket, but he just didn't have the power, the firepower, the strength to keep Satsumi off him. There was a knockdown that came in the 10th round, and that was a huge moment. It didn't seem like a knockdown. He did hurt. Satsumi did hurt anyway, knocked him back towards the ropes, but whether his gloves touched down, I'm not so sure. Still haven't seen it back, to be quite honest. But yeah, that was a huge moment. And to kill me anyway, I think now from that moment, he needed to kind of either drop or stop Satsumi, but he wasn't able to do that. And Satsumi kind of held out for a unanimous decision win after really relentless, high pressure, great performance to become the new WBA title holder at 118 pounds. And I suppose the question now would be what's next for say a Tsutsumi. You'd hope as a boxing fans that it'd be big unifications And the 118-pound division now is run by Japanese fighters. You've got the WBO champion Yoshiki Takai. I think that probably would be the most competitive fight of the world champions unification bouts that you could get. Shiki Takai, very good unbeaten fighter and can punch. So I think you need to be able to punch to kind of knock Tsutsumi back on his heels and kind of make him think twice, make him reluctant about coming forward with that non-stop come forward pressure. He can be hit. Takuma showed that today. He can be hit and kind of, he can be hit significantly and buzzed a little bit as Inoue showed early on. So you need to kind of be able to offset that pace of Tsutsumi, that come forward pace and that pressure. Takai has the power to do it. Would he do it? I don't think so. I don't think he has kind of a lot else that of trouble Tsutsumi over 12. I really don't. So I think Tsutsumi would beat Takai in a close fight. There's the IBF champion, Ryosuke Nishida, who doesn't have the power at all to offset Seiya Tsutsumi. He's a very good unbeaten fighter in his own right, boxes very well, but yeah, he doesn't punch hard enough at all to stop the onslaught, the swarming style of say Satsumi. So I think Satsumi would just drown him. To be honest, over 12 rounds, he really would win probably a decision there against Nishida for the IBF title. And then you've got, of course, the great WBC champion Junto Nakatani. Junto Nakatani, in my opinion, without sounding so disrespectful to Seiya Satsumi, I think Seiya Satsumi's style is absolutely tailor made for Junto Nakatani. I really do. Junto Nakatani, of course, fights in the main event of tomorrow's big world title bill in Japan. The second part of the double header as he defends his title against Tasana Salapat. He's going to come through that very easily, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion. Early KO there for Junto, but Junto, if Junto was faced with the swarm and come forward style of Seiya Satsumi, he'd walk him onto something huge and knock him out, in my opinion. As I say, Satsumi, for as relentless as he is, he gets hit a lot on the way in, gets hit a lot on the pocket, and Junto just does everything right. He's rangy, keep him at that distance with a jab. He's so powerful, so heavy-handed, huge puncher, quick, great feet, great IQ. I can just see that ending with Seiya Satsumi on his back and Junto with a pretty devastating knockout, to be honest, of Seiya Satsumi. That's how good Junto Nakatani is. But yeah, I think stylistically, he's an absolute nightmare for Seiya Satsumi. It ends really badly for the new WBO champion in my book. As harsh as that might sound, it's an honest opinion, but I think the other champions at 118, I think Seiya Satsumi will be the favourite against Yoshiki Takai and Ryosuke Nishida. I really do. So hopefully they be next. Always great to see big unifications, especially when it's an all Japanese world champion division. There is some big domestic fights to be made there for world titles. So hopefully they can be made next. And yeah, let's see, can Seiya Satsumi unify the division? So let us know what you think in the comments. What did you make of the fight? Did you enjoy it, the performance of both men? And yeah, can Seiya Satsumi unify division? Can he beat Junto Nakatani? Am I talking crazy? Let me know what you think in the comments. Of course, get involved. I always love the engagement, the conversation, and yeah, please remember to subscribe to the channel. It's a new channel starting off, so any help would be greatly appreciated. So appreciate it if you could subscribe, like the video, and follow us over on X for a lot of great content coming up. Thanks for listening and take care.